Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a health pickup system and how to do the part where you deal damage to the character using functions and set timer by function. Okay, so let's start. So first I will show you how to do the function thing, how to use functions in order to deal damage, which is pretty easy. So what we need to do, we need to get into our damage volume, open blueprint, and here I have detached the code from the event tick, and let's start. From the onComponent begin overlap with the box that we have set right here, we need to get the custom event first, which I'll call in volume, and here I will call in volume, which is the event. Okay, then we need to get another custom event, which I'll call out of volume. Here, after the is in volume set, we need to get a call out of volume. Okay, and now we need to set these events so they are going to deal damage to the character. Okay, so out from the in volume, we need to take set timer by function name. Now we don't have any functions here. That's a function that we don't need. Okay, so we need to create a function which I will call deal damage. Out of here we need to take cast to first person character or whatever your character's name is. From here get player character. From us first person character get health. As well from us first person character get set health. Plug this in here. Float minus float. Plug the health in here and 10 right here. Okay, so this is going to be the function that is going to be called. So every time this function is going to be called, we are going to deal 10 damage to the character. That means out of 100 we take 10. That means 90, and so on. Like if it's 90, then it's going to be 80, 70, 60, and like that. Okay, so here in the function name we need to get deal damage. We need to get the function name that we had created right here. Then we need to check looping, put this here 1, and remember that you can change these values. I think that these are the best values for my character. You can do whatever you want, you can get really creative. Okay, from the return value, we need to clear and invalidate timer by handle. Unplug this from here, plug this in here. So what is going to do? Every time, so when we get into the volume, we are going to fire this event. Then this node is going to become active. That means every 1 second we are going to deal damage to a character. That meaning this function right here. Okay, so then the clear and invalidate timer by handle is activated when we are getting out of the volume, when the out of volume event is called. So what is going to do the clear and invalidate timer by handle is going to deactivate the function, the set timer by function name, so it is not going to deal damage anymore. Okay, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to do the regen part and the pickup system that I have told you about. Okay, so from out of volume we need to get set timer by function name as I used right here. Create a new function, call it regen, cast to the first person character or your character. From object get player character. From here get health. Check if this is lower or equal to 99. Draw branch, plug this in here and this in here. So we are going to be able to regenerate our health only if we have less than 100. If it is true, get from here again health, get health and set health. if this is true, we are going to set the health. Then from here we need to get plus float, so +1. So if you had your, let's say, 95, you need to add 5, but then it would be a little bit more complicated, because you could have, like, you can get above 100, but like 104, because this is going to be less with 5 HP. Okay, so plug this in the health, and let's see if this is going to work. But first we need to type our function name right here. So regen, make this 0.2, or you can make it whatever value you want. Check looping, don't forget to do that. Okay, so now as you can see, we are generating our health, and we are not getting past 100. Okay, then here we need to, no, from the return value we need to clear and invalidate timer by handle. So if we are going to get in the box, we are not going to regen health while we are in the box. So that is going to clear and invalidate our timer, and we are not going to be able to regen health in the box, as I said. Okay, so it should work just good. Now let's get into the part where we can create a pickup system. So I'm going to go into the blueprint class, create an actor. I'm going to call this, let's say, enemy. From here, if you have a mesh, or if you want this to be like an AI that is going to be your enemy, you need to set that up with, I don't know, pawn sensing and all that stuff. But I'm only going to the part where the actor gets destroyed and you get the pickup. Okay, so now I'm going to make this a little bit larger, so it looks like a character. Get this into your scene. Okay, so from your character, we need to get E. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, let's go into the input. So go into project settings, input, and from there you should create an action mapping. So press here and let's say E. No, we can't find that name, so line trace, because you're going to use line traces for this. Get your E. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, it should be right here. Then you can close this. So here we need to get line trace. Line trace by channel. Get the line trace by channel. Get your first person camera. Get forward vector. Plug this into no. Get the world location. Plug this into your start. Multiply the forward vector by a float. Let's say 500. Okay, then add these vectors up, plug this into the end. So now we can create our line trace. So if I go into our scene and I press E, you can see our line right here. Okay, now let's go back into the enemy, create a variable is hit. Okay, so now we need to get from the event take a branch, plug the is hit into the condition, and if it's true, what we need to do is that we're going to spawn actor from class, but we have none at the moment, so just leave it like that and destroy the actor. Okay, and from the out hit, actually first do a branch and plug the return value right here, and from the out hit get break results, so we can get our character. So if we have hit enemy, then we can destroy it, but we are not going to destroy it directly. We are going to set the is hit to be true. Okay, so get hit actor, get displayed name. Okay, then do a print string. Okay, plug this into true and this in here. So now we can see if this is going to work. Okay, first we need to undo this. Okay, so as you can see, it's enemy. Then go back into the first person character, and do a branch, plug the true in here. If this is equal to enemy, plug this in here, then get from the hit actor cost to enemy, and from here, from the as enemy, set is hit to be true. So once we have pressed E, it is going to fire line trace, which if it has hit our enemy, we are going to destroy the character and we're going to do all this blueprint right here. Okay, so plug true back in here, and let's create another blueprint class, another vector. We're going to call health pickup. Okay, let's create a box, a cube. We are going to need the box as well, but not now. Okay, and let's get the material for this, just so we can make the difference between other things. Okay, I'm going to leave it a break because it's only for the tutorial purpose. Okay, now we need to get a box. Make the box larger than the cube. Okay, go to the begin overlap. If the other actor is the first person character or your character, we need to cast to it, cast to first person character, set health, and I'm going to make this 100. You can make health plus 50, so if your character has 20 health, you make that 20 plus 50, that means 70. Okay, so now into our enemy, select class right here and call this health pickup. But we need to make the spawn transform as well, so let's get into the viewport and get a scene, which is an empty object that we can use to place locations and all that stuff. So I'm going to put this right here in the bottom of the enemy. Get scene, get world location. From spawn transform, make this split struct pin and plug the get world location into spawn transform location. Okay, so now this should work. As you can see right now, this worked, and you can use this as a booster as well. So now I have 100. Now, okay, so it's not working at the moment. Let's see. Okay, so let's destroy the actor after we have collided with our object. Let's see, this should work. Okay, so this is not working exactly because we are not adding a value to the character. We are going to set it directly to 100, and because I already have 100, it's not going to do any difference. So now when I'm going to have somewhere about 50, if we're going to get this, it is going to be back to 100. So this is basically everything that you need to do to have a health pickup system, urge generation, and how to use timers and functions to deal damage. This is pretty much all for this tutorial. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you have learned something new. And until next time, goodbye.